So Vlad von Carstein attacked us. We're going to start immediately with this siege battle. He's level 28. My lord is only level 7. But hopefully we can deal with his army before dealing with Vlad. That's typically how I like to fight it out. Not a lot of units that we should be afraid of. So let's go for it. So we have some swordsmen nearby. And we have some Cossacks landed from Kislev over here. And lots of spearmen here. This is for when the vampires will approach the walls. They don't have any missiles, typically, so there's no issue for them having their backs. Spearmen and halberds over here. And on this side, all that I have is a couple of crossbowmen and some swordsmen waiting here. There's only Vlad and just some chaff infantry on this side, as I'm going to show it to you. So the enemy, on this side, they have some zombies. They have some crossbows, some skeletons. Nothing too important, but there, you've seen it, climbing here. It's the big boy. It's Vlad. So yeah, this is the main problem on the side. And on this side we have, laying some ladders, the skeleton warriors, some Cairn wraiths, blood knights, their most elite unit on this roster, on this army I mean, also on the roster to be fair. Some more zombies, some more crossbowmen. Yeah, these overviews take some time. Some crypt ghouls. And over here there's a couple of grave god and some skeleton warriors. All good. And the Terrorgeist. Battle plan really easy. Oh, it doesn't point out. So we're going to have a line over here. And this is going to be important to face off against the enemy infantry. So this the same. It's look at it here because of the Blood Knights. So that's where I put most of my anti-large. And overall, this army only has the Sylvanian crossbowmen and Vlad over here, so that's why I just stationed a couple of swordsmen. And overall, should be fine. Vlad is the main target. So let's watch a little bit of the battle. These bats will die very soon because I'm targeting them with some missile fire. I hope the Terrorgeist dies very soon as well. One of the key units of this attack. Yeah, I'm focusing fire on anything that doesn't have shields, just to ensure that they are depleted as much as I can possibly do it. Vlad is just casting some spells over here. Yeah, enemy wizard spotted indeed. And this is not showing, but I removed my missile units from the walls so that I can position them behind and they'll start firing. And I've moved my infantry to the walls now. They did some volleys, it's enough, so yeah. On this side, the fight on the walls will begin soon because it's zombies. No, they take a while. And yeah, these guys need to turn around so that they can fight. Oh, he lost an arm. Well, he was brave. Someone make a note of that man's bravery. And the vampire as well. All is going well. The Grave Guard have pushed through. Something to note is the stats, by the way. They are on VH with maximum stats, so they're much more effective. You gotta remember that when placing your troops as well. Whoa! Sorry about the camera. It's difficult to manage on these overviews. I don't know how they hit these ethereal units, but somehow they manage. And those were traitor crossbowmen, so yeah. Seems these guys have a nice firing range, so I'm gonna leave it there. And yeah, this is my Hunts Marshal. I think the main vampire hero is coming over to track him down. And over here, it seems we're winning the battles here. Vlad is not able to ensure that his army stays focused on this because of how much enemies they have to face. So yeah, hopefully it will only be Vlad here in just a few moments. Overall is looking good. The overall action, as you can see, there's a lot of enemies, but most of them are chaff stuff. And now it's the time to see if my forces survive. Those Blood Knights, they lost their mobility, which is great. Such a nice battle. My forces are actually under attack on two sides, so hopefully I can manage. And my Hunts Marshal is dealing with this vampire, but I'll support him very soon. I think I'm sending a unit of swordsmen. I also am trying to focus fire her. Yeah, there we go. You can see the unit approaching there. On this side, not going so well. This Terrorgeist is doing a lot of damage. So right now there's only Vlad over here, which is excellent. That means I can send a couple of units very soon to this front. The vampire is nearly dead as well, which is also great. Terrorgeist is also nearly dead. And now my troops have managed to come along and face the enemy infantry on the fort. Over here, their flank was not as successful as they might have expected. And yeah, the enemy is surely dwindling. Should be fine in a moment. Some of them are already crumbling. So that's the end of that Terrorgeist. He still tried to go against my Lord, but wasn't successful, and we're focusing him down. And that is gone. Over here, Blood Knights should also be gone very soon. They have a lot of models, but not a lot of health. And thus, we can begin our focus on the man himself, Vlad. You can see him, he's capturing this place. He's taking some damage from my towers, which is excellent, of course. When they hit, of course. But yeah, the whole enemy army is crumbling except Vlad, and we will devote all our forces towards that side. That's the plan, to finish off Vlad. Yeah, I'm gonna bring all of these guys towards this area that has the high ground. Yep, should be fine. So I'm fast forwarding here. Just to ensure that you get to see a little bit of how to deal with Vlad in this circumstance. Just keep him busy, send one unit at a time. You'll see those hit points there. He's always replenishing because, of course, he has that regeneration, massive regeneration that he has. But it has a ceiling. Let me see if I can showcase it here. It should be reaching it very soon. I'm also trying to use some fire damage, of course. And there we go. You see that little bar over there? That means that he's reached the end of how much hit points he can actually regenerate, which means that from now on, it's only going down. And I still have plenty of units to do that damage. The focus fire from the towers should do a lot of damage too. So he shouldn't end up with too many casualties, actually. He shouldn't do a lot of damage. He has no more magic. So yeah, should be easy. And he hasn't done too much. Look, 67 kills, 61 kills actually. And it does take time, of course. He's now up to 81 kills, but look at the health. It has severely diminished. And I'm managing to ensure that my archers actually shoot when, when they're going to hit. And even if they wouldn't, just the fact that I could envelop mostly with all my forces, it should get him to, low leadership. But that is always an issue. If you send every single one at once, he does cause fear, he does cause terror, if not mistaken here. So yeah, he causes terror, so it could lead to mass rout very easily. So that's why you keep these guys, send one at one. There's several factors that you need to factor in, Overall, this is a surefire way of making sure that you manage to kill Vlad. If you blob him up, you may be able to do it, but that's not always how it works. So this is how I advise. Send one unit at a time, deal with his army first, etc. I got a very easy situation because he's on a siege and I have the towers to assist. And that is it. Let's watch the death, well, the second death, or third, of Vlad von Carstein. He has some unique stuff to him. He also has a potion that allows him to be unbreakable for this battle, which means that he's actually taking huge damage, but he's now unbreakable, or he was very recently. But soon he won't be doing too much. Soon he'll be dead, really. Yeah, see, he has that charge potion. You could see it barely there. But it's gonna go away. And he's already crumbling. He has army losses, so all that I need is to hold on a little bit while longer, and victory is mine. Goodbye, Vlad. Nice to meet you. And that is it. Vlad didn't do a lot of damage. Even the vampire did more. And also other units such as the Terrorgeist, actually. But overall, very nice. It states Pyrrhic victory, but all that I lost is actually some garrison units. I didn't lose a single unit, which is great. That's precisely how we want things. Good job. Plans for the near future. So overall, the lord that just defeated Vlad, Rizard van Blount, is going to become my third lord, or my fourth lord, so I'm going to go in and recruit some units. Karl Franz, I moved my heroes both to Needling and the Moot to check if there was any nearby armies. There aren't, so I'm thinking advancing on the Moot. I don't know. They can have some reinforcements nearby, so I gotta be careful. But still, I would like to capture something, even if I need to raise it or something like that. Over there's no action. I recruited Rupert Hertwig here to give him an elected count seat of Hockland in this case. It gives me some campaign movement range, which is excellent. All armies faction wide, which is great. On this front, Magnus Custerman is going to hold Montfort, and I want Balthazar Geld to move and finish off Kemmler, but the Red Duke is nearby, Grom de Ponch is nearby. I'll have to wait for their movements to see what happens. Luan can also interfere here, and he has a powerful army. Magnus Klaus has conquered Grungzint. Was just to occupy it, so now we have the edict on that province as well. All is going well. Yeah, I think recruiting is the theme for the next few turns. A nice development is that I captured the Moot. It was an auto-resolve, they had nothing, and now von Carstein actually wants peace. And this buys me enough time. This buys me enough time for me to actually I'll get some money out of him, which is great. So I'll jump to the opportunity. Yeah, nothing else to do here. Yeah, that will allow me hopefully to upgrade my units, which is excellent. Yeah, that's exactly. So instead of recruiting, I'm actually upgrading. I'll wait to upgrade. Good. Good development. So we're upgrading, we're getting demigriffs in 4 turns, 2 turns for Reichsguard. That would be excellent. But we have an annoying rat. Icket Claw is back with a powerful army, and I'm mustering 2 armies to deal with him. I'm trying to get an ambush on him. Leon Kurt actually managed to raise Jizru, so I captured it, which is excellent. And Kemlar is no more, because I got the fort as well. So that's excellent. That's good development. I gave my caster to another army. I still have low authority, but it's fine. Overall, there's Clan Mulder and Kislev dealing with the Chaos Dwarfs near. Vlad is still a main threat. He's advancing on Sterling and Averland, but I think this campaign is just doing really well. The Wood Elves are now getting annoyed with me, but by the time that they attack, I'd likely have more strength on that front. Maybe it just helps me out to have those mountains as well. In terms of elector seats, I really wish I could get another lord, but it will have to wait. My income is healthy, which is great. Karl Franz still needs more troops, but I really wanted to give him just some Reichsguard, so I'm not recruiting any units for the time being. And yes, all seems well. So we didn't manage to get a ambush, but the auto-resolve is going to kill a couple of my halberds, and there's no need for that. I have reinforcements, I'll benefit from those. Let's fight them on the battlefield. Very well, so to fight, we have some great swords. This army is really powerful now. Some great swords. I have the mortars and the cannons and the Luminarch in the front to manage to hit their own artillery. I'll show you in a moment. Of course, I have the missile troops behind, halberds covering the sides, which is great. He has some Doom Flayers, so it will be essential. And we have, of course, a small ambush. They actually saw these Empire Knights coming over here, so it's not like they don't know of them. I just want to ensure that he has to send some units here, because the AI typically doesn't send the right units, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. So, this army from the Skaven, it's actually interesting. Has some Doom Flayers. Just chariots, they're good, but not that good. Then tons of Storm Vermin, which is the main deal. It has a lot of infantry units. Has a Mutant Rat Ogre that likes to fly when hit by some artillery rounds. More Storm Vermin. Some Plague Monks here and there, and some Pump Wagons, because it seems like Icket is allied with Grom the Punch. And of course, we also have the main target of my cannons that I'm trying since the beginning, is the catapults. So the battle plan, just form up a first line. I'm waiting for the reinforcements, by the way. I'm just peppering them down with missiles. And my artillery is going to hit their artillery and their single entities, of course. Once my reinforcements arrive, there'll be a secondary line behind my forces. He's starting to attack me as well, so no worries. And of course my cavalry will attack those Doom Flayers. They have the support nearby of halberds if need be, and all that I need to do is actually concentrate these guys and send them here. Let's go. So Icket Claw, he's gonna be focused fired upon. He's trying to send him right on front, and he's now netted, which is great, because my Light Wizard actually helps, and also my Luminarch has that ability as well. Yep, he just got Luminarched to the face. This is a missed bombardment spell, but I had nothing better to do, and I clicked Balthazar Gelt and I tried it. That's how I work. And basically, it still buys me time, which is always important in these things. The Mutant Rat Ogre has suffered too much to be an advantage here for him. And now my reinforcements are arriving. Just look at how many men are showing up. Yeah, they're casting spells, but good luck. My Witch Hunter is also there. He's going to diminish the stats of these pump wagons. I think I gave the order immediately. He has that ability. And a nice bombardment spell here. He's doing a great job focusing the fire on my Luminarch, so I gotta get rid of those rattling guns. It's a target for me now. Overall, everything going well. Some banishment here. Yeah. Let's charge on these weapons teams. This is the end for them for sure. Yeah, I need to get to these rattling guns as soon as possible. They're hitting my Luminarch, which it's still not dead, but so far so good. My great swords can definitely be a match against the Stone Vermin. Lots of spells going on. Shiny. But yeah, I'm overwhelming his forces, and it shall be the end. So the aftermath of that battle, Ikit Claw survived with a few units, but there's no need to catch them up because he was retreating, so he won't be able to retreat again. Let me get some more gold. Yeah, his whole army is destroyed, and this buys me some time. Sometimes all that you want is to buy time, and I've managed. Now Vlad, he has conquered over there the Woodbat from Stirland, and he might finish them off, which would be great. You know, one less electro count for me to worry about. And Karl Franz is actually in a good position to backstab him, so I don't know. Maybe join forces with Balthasar Gelt. I still need to respect the treaty, so who knows how I can avoid that. But I believe for the most part what I'll try to do is get better units. 1 turn to get Reichsguard is good. 3 turns for Demigriffs. Yeah, I think I'll skip a few turns and just upgrade my armies and see from there. Bye-bye, guys.